the next topic is lattice network, lattice network or lattice structure, right? So the network is look like so. This is terminal 1 dash, terminal 2, terminal 2 dash. Here the variables are V1 and I1. Here the variables are V2 and I2. Okay, and this one port 1 and this one port 2. Okay, so this is your lattice structure. Okay, here we have four resistors. Okay, so this one is ZA and this one is ZD. Okay, so here ZA comma ZD are series branches, otherwise series paths. Okay, series branches or series paths. And next this one indicated with ZB and this one indicated with ZC, right? So ZB comma ZC are diagonal elements, diagonal branches, otherwise diagonal paths. Okay, and if ZD equals to 0, then how the circuit will changes. Okay, if ZD equals, for example, so this is your network. Okay, okay, here we have ZD resistor. Okay, if you consider ZD equals to 0, that means short circuit path, right? 0 resistance means what? Short circuit path. Then the circuit will changes like pi model, right? So just twist the circuit. Okay, so if you twist the circuit like this, okay, then you will get, so this is ZA and this one is ZC and ZB, so ZC and ZB. So the networks look like a pi model, right? So when you consider ZD equals 0, the circuit will becomes pi model. Okay, the circuit will becomes pi model, right? And next, so so for this circuit, so I want to find out two put parameters. Okay, so we have total 6 types of parameters: Z, Y, H, G, transmission, inverse transmission, right? These are the 6 parameters. So you can calculate any one of the parameters for a given lattice structure. So once you, for example, so just I am finding H parameters for a given network, right? So once I got the H parameters, then you can convert this H parameters into Y, H parameters to Z, H parameters to G, H parameters to T, H parameters to T dash. We have already conversion methods and we have conversion formulas also. By using the H parameters, we can find out to any one of the left of 5 parameters, right? So you can start with any of one of the parameter in this 6, right? So I can start with Z, I can start with Y, I can start with Z, I can start with T and T dash also. Okay, so for simplicity point of view, okay, so I will go with the Z parameters. Okay, so now so for this lattice network, Z parameters, okay. So now, so in Z parameters means we have total 4 parameters, that is Z11, okay, and Z21 and Z12 and Z22, right? So these 2 parameters we can able to find out only when I2 equals to 0. That means what? Z11 equals what? V1 by I1. This is related to output, okay, and this one is related to input. This one is related to output and this one is related to input, right? So impedance means voltage by current, right? So voltage with respect to output, that means output by input quantity, right? So here output by input quantity. Output related to port 1 and input also related to port 1. Here the output variable voltage, current variable I, output variable V and input variable current. So output variable voltage at port 1, so that V1, input variable current, okay, at port 1, so I1. And similar way here also output by input, okay, and Z means what? Voltage by current, okay. So this voltage at output, that means port 2, so V2, and input variable current, that current at input, okay, that means I1, right. And similarly you can write this 2 also, okay. So this V1 by I1 is applicable only when I2 equals to 0, and this V2 by I1 is applicable only when I2 equals to 0. That means I2 equals 0 means what? Port 2 is open circuit. Port 2 will act as open circuit. And same way you can apply for this also. This means output and this one is input. So that V1 by I2 only when I1 equals to 0, and this is V2 by I2 only I1 equals to 0. I1 equals to 0 means what? Port 1 act as open circuit, right? So this is already we studied in basics of two-port networks, okay. So now okay, so for Z parameters, okay, so just you can segregate two parameters is one set, that means Z11, Z21 is one set, and that means what? When I2 equals 0, we can able to find out Z11 and Z21, okay, that is one set, okay. Next one is Z12, Z22. These two parameters possible only when I1 equals 0. That means I2 equals to 0, then we can able to find out Z11, Z21, that is set 1, and when I1 equals 0, we can able to find out Z12, Z22, okay, this is set 2. Just you can assume set 1 and set 2, right? Okay, now, okay, so this circuit is some complicated structure, right? If you look this circuit, okay, so it forms some complexity, right? So to make simplified manner, okay, to make it as simple, so we need to convert it into two parts. One is with respect to port 1 and another one is with respect to port 2. That means with respect to port 1 I can make it as simple way, okay. So that is, just you assume here we have total 4 terminals, right? 1 dash, 2 and 2 dash. Just I can convert it into bridge format, okay. So here I will mention, so 1 dash, right? So this one is 2 and 2 dash, okay. Okay. Here I will take 1 and 1 dash as reference, okay. That means this is V1 variable and this one is I1 variable. That means here I am considering port 1 as a reference point, right? So this is one way. That means this entire lattice structure should be converted to a bridge model, okay. For bridge model I have to consider port 1 as a reference one, even port 2 also consider as a reference point. So that is another model, right? So now here I will take port 2 as a reference point, right? So we have 4 dots, right? So this is 2 and 2 dash, and here 1 and 1 dash, okay. And port 2 as a reference point here. Port 2 means what? Variable V2 and I2, okay. Now just you observe here. Here we have terminal 1 and 2, right? 1 to 2. Here we have ZA element. So 1 to 2 terminal we have ZA element. Same thing I can place here. This is ZA, right? Now next 1 to 2 dash. So this is 1 and this one is 2 dash. In between 1 to 2 dash we have ZC element. Okay, this is 1 and 2 dash ZC element. Okay. Now 1 dash to 2 dash. That means this is 1 dash and this one is 2 dash. So we have ZD element, right? This is ZD element. Next 1 dash to 2. This is 1 dash. This one is 2. So we have ZB element. Here we have ZB element, right? So the port 2 is located in between 2 and 2 dash terminals, right? Port 2 will locate in between 2 and 2 dash terminals. For 2 we have positive, and for 2 dash we have negative. Here positive, and here this is 2 terminal, this is 2 dash terminal, so we have minus, right? The current is moving through the terminal number 2, right? So that means current direction for terminal 2, here we have I2, right? And in between plus and minus we have voltage drop V2, okay? And this is your circuit, bridge circuit, right? Okay. In the same way, you can connect here also, okay? 1 to 2, okay? 1 to 2 we have ZA element, okay? This is ZA element, and next 1 to 2 dash, that is 1, and this one is 2 dash, we have ZC element, okay? This is ZC element, and next 2 dash to 1 dash, this is 2 dash and this is 1 dash, we have ZD element, okay? ZD element, and 1 dash to 2, this is 1 dash and this one is 2, we have ZB element, okay? Okay, and this is port 2 already over, the circuit with respect to port 2, and left of the port is port 1. So here I will mention port 1. So for port 1 we have 1 and the port 1 is located in between 1 and 1 dash terminal, and the variables V1 and I1. Okay, so here this is plus and this is minus and V1, and current from terminal 1, right? Okay, so this is your bridge network. This bridge network with respect to port 1 and this bridge network with respect to port, and from this bridge network we can able to find out Z11 and Z21. Why? Because the Z11 involved with V1 and I1 variable. Here also we consider port 1 as reference point. This is V1 and I1, so we can able to find out Z11 as well as Z21. And similarly from port 2 we have a reference point is port 2, V2 and I2. So we have the variables V2, I2. From this network we can able to find out Z12 and Z22 parameters, right? So now that means this entire lattice structure is some complicated one. So in order to find out these 2 port parameters, we need to convert this network into bridge formation, right? So now here first, okay, so I2 equals to 0, okay? By making I2 equals 0, so we can able to find out Z11 as well as Z21, right? So now, so here first Z11 parameter, that equals to V1 by I1 only when I2 equals to 0. I2 equals 0 means what? Port 2 act as open circuit. Now redraw the circuit. Okay, here I2 equals to 0, right? And here we have ZA and ZC and ZB and ZD, and here the variables are V1 and I1. Okay, now you can combine these 2 resistors, then you will get these 2 are in series, right? I2 equals 0, okay, while making this one as open circuit, so these 2 are in series, right? So now ZA plus what? ZB, okay, overall resistance. This complete branch resistance ZA plus ZB, and this complete branch resistance equals what? ZC plus ZD. Okay, clear? Now this is ZD. Okay, now these 2 are in parallel, right? So now the circuit is V1 and I1, and this resistance is parallel of these 2 branches, right? So now ZA plus ZB in parallel with ZC plus ZD. So this is your resultant circuit. Now just you can observe the voltage drop across this particular resistor is equals to V1. So now V1 equals what? V1 equals what? The current in this element into this particular resistance value, right? So that means what? I1 into ZA plus ZB, okay, parallel ZC plus ZD, okay. This is your voltage drop across this particular resistance. Now V1 by I1 equals ZA plus ZB parallel ZC plus ZD, okay. Now V1 by I1 is nothing but what? Z11, right? So now Z11 equals, otherwise Z11 equals to V1 by I1 only when I2 equals to 0, okay. Now Z11 equals to V1 by I1, that equals to, these two are parallel, that means what? ZA plus ZB into ZC plus ZD by ZA plus ZB plus ZC plus ZD. So this is your first two-put parameter Z11, right? So now just you can observe here we have ZA, ZD and ZB and ZC elements. So now, so if I am making ZA equals to ZD, okay, this is one thing, okay, and next ZB equals to ZC. That means ZA is equal to ZD value and ZB is equal to ZC value. This two things, this two equation will use symmetry condition for lattice structure. Symmetry condition for lattice structure. Okay, just you can observe here. Okay, so for example, I will make ZA equals ZD. Okay, that means what? This should become ZA equals to ZD, right? And next ZB equals to ZC. Okay, ZB equals what? ZC. Okay, this is your network, right? ZB equals ZC and ZA equals ZD. So I will replace the elements. Okay, now this entire network with respect to port 1, okay, just I can observe the network from port to 1, right? This is clear, right? Next, same thing you can apply to this network also. Here what happens? ZA equals to ZD, that means this will become ZD, right? And ZB equals to ZC, so here we have ZB element, this will become ZC. Okay, now what happened? Just you can observe this entire network from port 2. This is port 2, this entire circuit with reference to port 2. So now you can observe the circuit from port 2. So now you will observe the first branch elements are ZD, ZC, and next branch elements are ZC, ZC. Right? These are the two branches. So first branch having ZD, ZC element, and second branch also having ZC, ZD element. Okay, you can observe this one also. From port 1, if you observe the circuit, the first branch elements having ZD, ZC, and here also ZD, ZC, and second branch elements ZC, ZD, and here also ZC, ZC. That means what? If you observe the network from port 1 and port 2, we can get same network, right? So the observation is same network from port 1 as well as port 2. That means what? That is called symmetry condition, right? So if you observe port 1, we have certain network, okay? If you observe port 2, you will get some other network, and both the observations are not equal. So then that network is called as asymmetric network, right? But here, while making ZA equals ZD and ZB equals ZC, so we will get same network from port 1 and port 2 also. If you observe the network from port 1, you will get one network, right? If you observe from port 2 also, you will get same network. That means which follows the symmetry condition. Okay, that means for this lattice structure, the symmetry condition is ZA equals ZD and ZB equals to ZC. If you take any other equation here, so you won't get the same network from port 1 as well as port 2, right? So that's why for symmetry condition, so ZA equals ZD and ZB equals to ZC. And now here now, so I will remove this one. So here ZA equals ZD and ZB equals ZC. Now Z11 equals to V1 by I1 when I2 equals to 0, and now you can replace ZA equals ZD, right? So now ZD plus ZB plus into ZC plus ZD, right? Where ZC is there, at that place you can substitute ZB, right? ZB plus ZD by and ZA. So wherever ZA is there, you can replace with ZD. Okay. Otherwise, okay, no problem. And wherever ZB is there, you can replace with ZC. Okay. And now ZC plus ZD. Okay. Now this is ZB plus ZD whole square. Okay. Here we have two ZC elements and two ZD elements, right? So now you will get 2 times of ZC plus ZD. Okay, where ZC is there, at that place you can, otherwise. So you can, okay, this is ZB only. Just you can keep it ZB like, okay. This is ZC only, right? ZD plus ZA can be replaced with ZD and ZB, and next ZC plus Z. Otherwise, this ZC can be replaced with ZB. Okay. Now you will get Z 2 times of ZB plus ZD. So now you can cancel these two things. Now ZB plus ZD by 2. So this ZD can be replaced with ZA. Then you will get Z11 equals to, okay, Z11 equals to ZA plus ZB by 2. This is your Z11 parameter for given lattice structure. So while applying symmetry condition here, right? So now, so this is Z11 parameter. Next one, I will remove this structure. Now, so next second parameter is Z21, that equals to V2 by I1 only when I2 equals to 0. V2 by I1 only when I2 equals to 0. Now, so here, just you can observe this network. Okay. So this here I2 equals 0. So now this entire circuit should be converted to two parts. Okay, so this V1, this voltage drop V1 can be applicable for this entire branch as well as this entire branch, right? And ZA ZB combination having one branch, the voltage drop across this complete branch equals to V1, and voltage drop across this particular branch also V1 only, right? So now I can make the circuit. Otherwise, you can take these two individual branches. So here we have some terminal 2, and here also I have two elements. Okay, this is ZA, okay, and this one is ZB, and this one is ZC, and this one is ZD. Here I have terminal 2 dash, right? 2 and 2 dash. Okay, these are the two branches. For this branch, voltage drop equals to what? Plus or minus V1, and here also voltage drop equals to what? Plus or minus V1, right? That means same voltage drop can be applicable for both the branches, so that I can divide it these two branches like this, right? Now, so this voltage drop applicable for this entire network. Okay, now just slightly I can change this network as this is ZA. Okay, this is my network. So here we have V1, and here I have I1 variable, right? And same way this should be converted to, this is ZC and ZD. Okay, so here V1 and I1 current, right? So now this is plus or minus V2. this ground, right? Now, okay, this is clear. Okay, this entire circuit should be converted to like this. Why? Because voltage drop V1 can be applicable for both the branches. So that here this is complete branch. For this complete branch, voltage drop V1. For this complete branch, voltage drop equals to V1. So that I can convert it into this model, right? So now you can observe. So this voltage drop positive terminal can be applicable for this network, right? That means voltage drop across this particular resistance. For example, just you ignore this thing, okay? Just you can take some V2 value here, that means plus minus V2. So voltage drop across this particular resistance means, so what you will get by voltage division principle, V2 equals what? This V1 into ZB by ZB plus ZE. That means voltage drop across this particular resistance by voltage drop across this particular resistance into this resistance value by total resistance, right? So if the voltage drop like this, then this is the valid formula, right? But here we don't have the voltage drop like this, right? So only positive terminal is there, that's it, right? And negative terminal is applicable for this entire network, right? So combination of voltage drops for this network and this network will give the V2 value. Okay. For example, if the voltage drop is like this, okay, so by using voltage division principle, we can able to calculate this V2. So for that, the formula equals this one. V2 equals to voltage drop across this particular resistance, that is V1 into this particular resistance ZB by total impedance ZA plus ZB. This is the actual method to evaluate this V2. Okay, whenever V2 is appear like this, okay, plus minus symbol, right? But here we don't have the voltage plus minus symbol here. Only positive sign only applicable for this branch, and negative sign can be applicable for this branch. Okay, that means positive drop and negative drop at different networks. Okay, so these two combination will give V2, right? So that's why, okay, so I will consider here. So V2 equals to first positive terminal voltage drop. Just I will take positive terminal voltage drop, that equals to V1 into, okay, ZB by ZA plus ZB. Why? Because this positive is assigned with this entire network, so that voltage drop across this particular resistance value, okay, into ZB by total impedance of this part, right? Next, same way, negative terminal can be assigned with this network, okay. So and here we have positive to negative V1 here, but here negative V2 here, right? So already here I am considering positive V2, so that I will take plus V1, so minus V1 here. In case here minus V2 is there, for example, for this network, okay, for this network, if you consider minus V2 equals to this V1 into, okay, V1 into this ZD by ZC plus ZD. This is the formula, right, for this part. Okay, so here here we have negative sign, so that minus V2 equals V1 into ZD by ZC plus ZD. Otherwise, for example, same network. So this is your network. For example, here I will take V2 and this one is ZD, okay, and ZC, and here we have voltage drop V1. As you can assume, circuit is like this, okay. For this circuit, V2 value plus minus symbol is there, so V2 equals what? V1 into ZD by ZC plus ZD. This is by voltage division principle, this is your formula. But here the indication is minus to plus. The element, the branch voltage is starting with minus, that is minus to plus terminal. So if you are taking minus to plus, here you will get minus V2. Okay. If you are taking minus V2 here, then you will get plus V1. If you are taking plus V2 here, then you will get minus V1. Same thing here also. Here I am taking minus sign for this branch, right? So that you will take minus V2 equals to V1 into ZD by ZC plus ZD. But already here we are taking plus V2. So that here we can consider V1 into ZD by ZC plus ZD. Why I am taking these two elements? This voltage drop is a combination of two parts, so that I will take addition of these two will gives the resultant V2, right? So now here V2 equals to V1 into ZB minus ZB into ZC plus ZD minus ZD into ZA plus ZB by ZA plus ZB into ZC plus ZD. Okay, this is your V2 value, right? Now, so here V2 equals to, we will get some V1, but already in previous section we already calculated V1 equals to I1 into ZA plus ZB, ZA plus ZB into ZC plus ZD by ZA plus ZB plus ZC plus ZD, right? This is I1 value. Wait, otherwise you can take ZA plus ZB parallel ZC plus ZD parallel, right? This is your V1 value. Same V1 value can substitute here. Okay, now what you will get? So V2 equals to, okay, I1 into, okay, ZA plus ZB parallel ZC plus ZD into, I'm writing here, ZB ZC plus, otherwise you can expand this one, ZB into ZC plus ZB into ZD minus ZD into ZA minus ZD into ZB by ZA plus ZB into ZC plus ZD. Okay, this is your complete equation. Now you can write V2 by I1. Okay, so here Z21 equals what? V2 by I1 only when I2 equals 0. Now here we will get V2 by I1. So I am removing this one. Now, so Z21 equals to V2 by I1 only when I2 equals 0, which is equals to ZA plus ZB parallel ZC plus ZD. That means what? ZA plus ZB and ZC plus ZD by ZA plus B, ZA plus ZB plus ZC plus ZD into, and here, so here ZB plus ZB ZD and here minus ZB ZD, these two are cancelled, then you will get ZB ZC and minus ZA ZD and ZA, right? So now you will get ZB ZC minus ZD into ZA by ZA plus ZB and ZC plus ZD. So this one cancels. Okay, now we will get ZB into ZC minus ZA into ZD by ZA plus ZB plus ZC plus ZD. So this is your Z21 value, right? By symmetry, okay? By symmetry, here we have ZA equals to ZD and ZB equals to ZC. So you can replace these two values in a work expression, then you will get, so what you will get? ZA equals to ZD. So you can convert it into A and B parameters, right? So now ZD can be replaced by ZA and ZC can be replaced by ZB. Okay. Now Z21 equals to ZB. Okay. Wherever ZC is there, at that place you can replace ZB. So that is ZB square minus, okay, and ZA ZD, where ZA equals what? ZA whole square by here 2ZA. That means what? 2 into ZA plus ZB. So now ZB plus ZA and ZB minus ZA. So by 2 times of ZA plus ZB. So this one cancel. So finally you will get Z21 equals to V2 by I1 only when I2 equals to 0, that equals to ZB minus ZA by 2. This is your Z21 parameter, right? So by making I2 equal 0, so we can able to find out two parameters, that is one is Z11, another one is Z21. Here we are getting Z11 equals what? A plus B by 2, and Z21 equals to what? B minus A by 2. Sorry, ZA plus ZB by 2 and ZB minus ZA by 2. So by symmetry, okay, this is applicable for symmetry condition, right? So now you can apply same thing for this network, right? So whatever the methods I am applying, so for this network, same methods you can apply for this network. Then you will get two things. One is Z22 and another one is Z12. These two elements, these two parameters are dependent on this network, right? So while solving this network, you can get this Z22 and Z12 parameters, same method, right? So okay, same way you can convert the network into below model, previous model, okay? You will get those two parameters, okay? So this is your lattice structure. So now, yes, I am removing this one. So this is second one. So by making I1 equals 0, you can able to calculate Z22, that equals V2 by I2 only when I1 equals 0, and Z12 that equals to V1 by I2 only when I1 equals 0. Z2 equals V2 by I2. Here I1 equals to 0. Okay. Then this is one path. This is another path. Here we have combined resistance ZA plus ZC. Here also combined resistance ZB plus ZD. Both are parallel. So now what happened? So ZA plus ZC parallel ZB plus ZD. Okay. So now V2 equals to that I2 into this thing. So V2 by I2 equals to what you will get? ZA plus ZC by ZC parallel ZB plus ZD. Right. Same way you can calculate this parameter also. Same as previous method, previous model, right? So now, so at last we will get Z parameter for this lattice structure, that equals to, okay, ZA plus ZB into ZC plus ZD by ZA plus ZB plus ZC plus ZD, okay, and so in this here we have already you have the values in your derivation part. So just you can take the you can fill this matrix from your previous derivation. I don't have the information here. So in same way, otherwise I will write for symmetry lattice structure, right? So that means by symmetry. So you will get, okay. So Z matrix equals to, okay. So ZA plus ZB by 2 and ZB minus ZA by 2, and here ZB minus ZA by 2, and same way ZA plus ZB by 2. Okay, this is your lattice structure, right? And next, okay, so you will get, once you will get Z parameters, you can able to find out any of rest of the 5 parameters. Just you can convert it into that particular parameter. Suppose Z is there, you want Y, so Z to Y conversion. You want H, Z to H conversion. Already conversion formulas are there, conversion methods also there. You can apply any one method. Method also will give the result and formula also give the results. Okay. So this is lattice structure. For this lattice structure, these are the Z parameters. So these parameters can be applicable for symmetrical lattice structure. Symmetrical lattice structure means what? ZA equals to ZD. Okay, that means these two are ZA elements and ZB equals to ZC, and these two are ZB elements. then this formula is applicable. Okay,